Hey guys, thanks for swiping up. Those of you who swiped up, you came here because you wanted to learn more about the programs, all of which are 50% off today for Black Friday. So I have three major programs: the six-pack shredding program, I have Mean Gains, which is a lean bulking program, and then I have the Ogus 753 program. Each program, all of them are 50% off. In other words, for about less than $85, you could have training programs that will last you for the rest of the year of 2019. For the whole freaking year, you will basically be set up in terms of nutrition, training, and program so that you won't have to second guess yourself. What am I gonna do this week? What am I gonna do today at the gym? What should I do for my nutrition? For the entire freaking year, you're going to be completely set, all right? So, for most of you guys, I would actually recommend my six-pack shredding program. For most of us, this is the time of the year we're gonna be making that decision to start that fat loss phase, typically January 1st. But whether you wanna start it today or January 1st, for most of you guys, I recommend my six-pack shredding program. I love it because I don't just tell you exactly, how to figure out those calories, how to figure out your macros, what to do in the gym, the different training programs that I lay out for you that make it so easy to follow. I also give you the tools, give you kind of these mindset and strategies to help you adhere to the fat loss that you get as a result of following the nutrition. So it's not just about losing weight, it's about being able to keep it off. That's what my six-pack shredding program is all about. So you'll be shredding the fat. For a lot of you guys, you'll also be building strength and muscle during this program. So really, really recommend. Most of you guys who are, perhaps, a little bit fluffy, or whether you have 10 pounds, 20, 50, 100, 150 pounds to lose, starting off with my six-pack shredding program, okay? Now, if some of you guys are already lean, if you're already, say you're a skinny guy, you're a hard gainer, you are perhaps a beginner in the gym and you don't necessarily need to cut, you just want to put on muscle, put on strength quickly, efficiently, you don't know where to begin, I would recommend my Mean Gains program, okay? It's a lean bulking program that is designed to help you build as much strength and size as possible based on where you're at in your fitness journey, okay? I really went deep in this program in terms of the nutrition and in terms of the training. So it's not just, hey, eat this much food, lift, do these lifts, hit these exercises. It's also video lectures, same thing with my six-pack shredding program. It's also a collection of video lectures, also in written format. So depending on whether you're a better visual learner or auditory, so if you like video or just read, I've got you covered. But I dive deep into the mechanisms of hypertrophy. I dive deep into how building muscle actually occurs. So you're getting a good scientific and fundamental understanding of training, of nutrition, of building muscle with my Mean Gains program, okay? So I have multiple training programs inside of that. So I cover complete beginner novices, I cover intermediates, and I even cover advanced trainees in terms of the programming, okay? I have multiple programs in it depending on where you're at and depending on where your strength is at. So that is the program I typically recommend to run right after the shredding program, or if you're already pretty lean, you're not really focused on fat loss, you wanna build strength, build muscle, that's the program I recommend for you. And I recommend actually, I recommend them both, to be honest. Run the six-pack shredding program if you're a bit overweight right now. Immediately after that, run my Mean Gains program, okay? Both these bad boys come with tutorial vaults, exercise tutorials, workout breakdowns, workout tutorials. Literally everything is covered. And when you enter the gym, you're not going to be wondering, what do I do? How do I do it? No, you'll have the videos that show you exactly what to do and how to do it. So every step of the way, you're essentially covered. Those are my main two flagship programs. I recommend running them first before my last program that's also 50% off, Ogus 753. It's the one that's been around the longest. This is more of an intermediate and advanced only program, and the product itself is 100% training, okay? There isn't nutrition there isn't a nutrition part of the product. It is just strictly training, an Excel sheet, an ebook that teaches you how to run the program, how to customize it, how to change things, what to do and when, and the Excel spreadsheet that you plug in some numbers and it tells you what to hit for that month, for next month, for the next month, essentially up to 12 months. So if you're looking for strictly training, you're not necessarily focused on fat loss, you want to build as much strength and size as possible, you love to squat, deadlift, bench press, overhead press, Ogus 753 may be the program for you, okay? Now, what I actually recommend is to get all 3 of these programs, okay? For less than $85, 84 bucks, I think, around 84, 85 bucks, you can get all 3 of these programs while they're half off, 50% off. And what I recommend doing is running them in a periodized approach, right? So what I recommend is, say you're a little bit overweight right now, don't start January 1st, start right now, run the 6-pack shredding program, whether it's for 6, 8, 10, 12 weeks, then run the mean gains program for a good 2, 3, perhaps even up to 6 months, and then run the Ogus 753 program and aim to last 6 months on that program, right? Each month gets harder and harder. It's training max based, so you're lifting these weights based off of a training max that increases each and every month. And then at that point, you can kind of decide, okay, what do I want to do next? Sometimes people feel that way. That's when you simply alternate my Ogus 753 program with my mean gains program, because I structured them differently to be run synergistically. So Ogus 753 is a very high volume training program in the gym, tons and tons and tons of workload. Whereas my mean gains program is actually a little bit higher intensity, but slightly lower, actually significantly lower volume than the Ogus 753. So that's actually it's kind of a method of training that I've been utilizing lately. Is I go through periods of much higher volume training, and then what I'll do is I'll just spend maybe a month of lower volume training to kind of resensitize myself to the higher volume training, but also to kind of reap some strength benefits from slightly higher intensity or slightly heavier weights in the gym, but a little bit less volume, kind of resensitize myself, and then I jump back onto a higher volume training program, okay? So that's kind of how I recommend running these programs. And then at any given point in time, if you start to add some body fat, run the 6-pack shredding program, okay? Now, I often get a lot of questions in terms of, these programs, which one should you run? Sometimes people are wondering what's inside of these programs. So like I said, Ogus 753, it's 50% off, and it is an ebook, and it is Excel sheets. So Excel sheets and an ebook that tells you how to run those Excel sheets, how to hit the lifts in the gym, form advice. There's actually 3 different Ogus 753 programs that come with the Ogus 753 purchase for 50% off. Less than 20 bucks, I believe, is what it's currently on sale for. In terms of the 6-pack shredding program, it's very versatile. So whether you're keto, vegan, this, that, you can essentially, there is a way to run this program despite whatever kind of dietary adherences or dietary preferences that you may have, okay? I teach you how to adjust your nutrition. So first of all, how to set up your calories, how to set up your, how to find your maintenance, how to measure your progress over time, how to change those calories and macros if and when you need to, how to take diet breaks, how to do refeeds. In a video format, I cover all of these different concepts. And then of course, you have the training videos, the different programs that you can follow based on how strong you are, whether you're a novice, an intermediate, or advanced lifter. I have different programs for you. And same thing with my lean gain program, my mean gains program. So like I said, run the shredding program, then run the mean gains program, then run Ogus 753. You can get all of them, and this will last you for well over a year in terms of programming. You can get them all for less than 85 bucks because all of them are 50% off this weekend. So give me a moment. I'm trying to think of if anybody has any questions. Every once in a while I get some question that isn't answered on the sales pages of what comes with these programs. They don't necessarily come with one-on-one coaching. None of these programs come with some sort of one-on-one correspondence with me personally. You do get access to the respective Facebook group. The Ogus 753 has its own Facebook group. These other programs have their Facebook group. where it's just full of just extremely helpful people. I've got a lot of kind of moderators in these groups that are super ridiculously helpful, that go out of their way to help beginners. And to be honest, that is such a huge part of this lifting game, as well as being able to post your videos on the Facebook groups to get some critique, to get some form advice. This is typically stuff that if you don't really know anyone, there's not really anyone to help you. So you automatically kind of have this family that's there to support you, that's there to help you, whether you're trying to lose fat, whether you're trying to build muscle, whatever the goal is, there are people here in my Facebook groups that you'll have access to once you join that are there to help you, okay? So with all these programs, it comes with that kind of support from a community, and to be honest, it's invaluable. You can't put a price on that. So let me think if there's any other questions that people have about these programs. There isn't a specific, length of time that you have to run each one for. My Ogus 753 runs in 4 to 5 week blocks, where the training maxes and the weights get heavier each block. In terms of mean gains, in terms of my shredding program, you could shred for 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks. Some of you guys are a little bit heavier, so you might, shred for 12 weeks, take a short diet break, shred for 8 to 12 more weeks, take a diet break, so on and so forth. In terms of the lean gaining program, you essentially can run it until you get to a certain level of body fat where you're like, oh, okay, I kind of want to shred now. And then boom, you shred down. With the shredding program, you start gaining and bulking back up with the mean gains program. So that's kind of how you can run them back and forth. No time limit necessarily. I recommend running Ogus 753 for aim for around 6 months to really, test yourself, to be honest, but also to reap the full benefits of these programs. Mean gains, I also recommend running that for 3 to 6 months at least to really nail some of the benefits. My Ogus 753 program, I ran that to deadlift 600, bench press 320 for 10 sets of 3, overhead press 260, overhead press like 230 pounds for 10 sets of 3 reps. And just all the other, my best lifts, squat 500, I've hit that with that. My mean gains program, that also is very strength based as well. I've hip thrusted 750 pounds for 5, overhead pressed, like 200 for 7 or 8 or 9 reps. I've used all of these programs, seen great results. The users have seen great results. Join the Facebook group. Everyone's just killing it in there. If you guys have any other questions, definitely feel free to DM me or leave a comment on my Instagram or whatever. I'm here to answer these questions during this weekend while the sale is running live. And I think that's honestly as much as I can think of in terms of answering these questions. Definitely step on, pull the trigger. A lot of times we honestly think, oh, I'm gonna do it later today. Look, guys, if you want to make a change, it has to kind of happen in an instant. I've always realized that change doesn't happen in the future. It literally happens in the now. It happens in this moment. And this could be the moment that you honestly pull the trigger, a trigger that you've been kind of considering pulling for a really long time. I'd say just start right now, get that shit over with, get that investment out of the way. Once you've really made that first step, which is making that purchase or, having that program in your inbox, being on the website, watching the videos, that's when the change really occurs, okay? So guys, get started. You could purchase any of these programs, the link in the bio of this YouTube video, this unlisted YouTube video. You could also check out my, Instagram profile, or the YouTube profile. All the links are easily found right there. Meangains.com, sixpackshredding.com, or Ogus753.com. I recommend getting them all so that you're pretty much set for 2019 and honestly beyond. There's people that have run Ogus 753 for years straight now, or they run it for 6-7 months, run a different program for a while, and then they run Ogus 753 for 6-7 months. It can honestly really simplify your training. So here to help you guys. If you have any questions, please just reach out to me. I'll try my best to help you. That's what the goal really is. And be safe out there. Black Friday is today. It's crazy out there. Stay safe. And I look forward to seeing tons of you guys in the Facebook groups. Please, once you join my programs, introduce yourself in the Facebook groups. We'd love to hear from you. Post update pictures of where you're currently at and where you're going over time, because that's going to help keep you motivated and everyone else motivated. So any questions, reach out. This video is quite long, but I know you guys are going to be super excited to invest in your journey, to invest in yourself. And, you know, man, I'm kind of ranting here, but these programs are honestly the things that I wish I had when I was a beginner, or even just 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. These are the programs that would have dispelled all of the bullshit, all of the clickbait type stuff you see on Instagram. Oh, try this cute workout, try this cute workout, try this cute supplement. My Mean Gains program, my six-pack training program, is designed to really answer 90%, at least 90% of the kind of confusion and questions that people have when it comes to nutrition, when it comes to training. Quite often after people run through my programs, their sense of confidence, not just because their body has changed, but because their mentality has changed, their understanding, their grasp of training nutrition has changed, such that they're not constantly second guessing themselves. So if you want to not just transform your body, if you want to also become a more confident version of yourself through transforming your mind, through gaining knowledge, through applying that knowledge, because that's where it's really about, then act now and take advantage of this 50% off Black Friday weekend sale. So get on it, guys. I know you can do it. Honestly, I know each and every one of you, there's something holding you back in the past. You've struggled. I struggle on many things in life. I know how it is to struggle. I honestly know how it is to struggle on things, but it really comes down to, in each and every moment, taking an action that gets you closer to your goals. So take an action that's going to get you closer to your goals. See you guys.